Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to the Hot Hoops channel. If you guys are new to the channel, haven't seen me before, my Instagram is here, where I post all NBA news, polls, edits every day. But yeah, I saw a lot of you guys on my story when I put it out. I think it was a couple weeks ago now, asking for pretty much a NBA podcast type of thing. Not podcast, but like a talk show where I pretty much just recap all the games of each day and tell you guys my opinion on them. But yeah, so to start, the NBA just started 4 days ago, and I've been trying to figure out a way to do this stuff. I just thought I'd just go for it now. I'm just going to record this and upload it to YouTube pretty much. Maybe a couple cuts just to cut out like bits where I'm not talking and stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not putting too much effort into this, but if it takes off and you guys like it, then of course I will put more effort into it. But yeah, so game one of today was the Pelicans and Hornets game. I actually watched this one, and I have a few notes for this one. The first note was the Pelicans are the real deal. I believe that they can be actual contenders this season, and yeah, they can really go far in the playoffs, I think. Brandon Ingram's playing like an MVP caliber player. He played really well today. Zion's taking a bit of time to get back into it, you know. And yeah, good stuff out of Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, you know, like the usual stuff. But yeah, my second note of this game was that the Hornets are terrible. I don't see the point in them keeping these players like Hayward, who actually played really well today, mind you. But yeah, players like Hayward. Of course, keep Melo because he's like your centerpiece for a rebuild right now. But yeah, other than that, there's like no real point in trying to compete this season. Melo's already out. Keep him out for the season if he needs to. I don't know how severe that ankle injury is. I haven't actually seen a timeline for that. But yeah, I would rather him just sit the whole season rather than rush him back and he gets further ankle injuries down the line. Because you're not going to be competitive this season unless you make a major trade, which I don't even know who they could trade for around the league. But yeah, I reckon they're just better off to trade away some of their pieces, get good draft capital in this year's draft, try and, like, it's too high of a reward to tank this season. They're not a contender, so they should just trade away Hayward, trade away, like, Plumlee, trade away, I don't even know who else they have to trade away, PJ Washington maybe, keep Melo, just hit the reset again. You already have Melo, who's going to be an all-star point guard. He was last year. Just reset it and, I don't know, hope for the luck in the draft. But yeah, Hayward played really well today, and that's about it. For the second game that I watched and I have notes for is the Pacers and Spurs game. The only real notes I had for this is Keldon Johnson's playing really well. Jakob Poeltl is playing well. That's it. But they're on a tanking team versus another tanking team today, so it was, take that with a grain of salt. So their numbers are going to be like inflated a fair bit. But yeah. For the Pacers, Halliburton is playing really, really well. We all expected him to have I personally expected him to have this leap. I don't think I had him as my most improved like winner for the predictions, but I predicted that he'd be top 3 in the voting. I think he had like 27 and 12 today. Insane stat line. But yeah. Also for the Pacers, Benedict Mathurin played really well. I don't know if I said his name right. I'm just gonna wing it, but yeah, he's gonna surprise a lot of people this year, and I believe that he can have like he can be in the race for Rookie of the Year for sure. I like with Keegan Murray and Paulo Banchero. I don't know how you say it. Tell me how to say it, please. But yeah, that's all for that game. For the third game today, I watched the Bulls Wizards game. I don't have these in order, by the way, so yeah, I just wrote down some notes after the day. But yeah, the DeMar DeRozan's playing really, really well. I don't know if this is just because Levine's out of the lineup, he's getting the ball more, but Vucevic is also playing really well. And I have as one of my notes here, DeMar/Harden MVP race with a question mark. That could really be something. I never thought I'd say that ever again, but it's a possibility. They're both playing really, really well. A high pedigree of basketball, which I've wanted for both of these players. Even though the Wizards won, they do not look good. They're not playing like well together. Bradley Beal didn't have that many points today. I don't think he played well. Well, at least the stats don't say it. I didn't actually watch the game. I watched like a little bit, but not a lot. I watched the end of the quarter, end of the fourth quarter because it was like, it was close. But yeah, what am I talking about? Bradley Beal hit the game winner pretty much. Got them to 102 to 100, I think. But yeah, DeMar missed his game winner opportunity, of course, but he played really well anyway. He had 32 today, 37 the other day. He's playing really well. For the Magic Hawks game, I watched this one, and the Hawks offense is actually scary. They're playing so well together, so cohesive with John Collins, Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, DeJounte Murray, and Trae Young on the court together. It's going really well. Can't wait to watch more of them play this season. Paolo Banchero is a bucket. Pascal Siakam went off. He had like a 36-point triple-double, I believe. Crazy stuff from Pascal. The Nets team played well as a team. Ben Simmons is getting back into form, so don't expect him to come into the league averaging a 20-point triple-double. He had 6 points today. It's 10 points in 2 games of the season. We knew his scoring wasn't going to be good, and that's why he has KD and Kyrie on his team with him. He's going to be fine. The Nets are going to be fine. They got the win today. They're 1-1 in the season now. It's fine. I reckon they're going to still be a top 6 seed in the East. Kyrie had a 30-piece. KD had almost that. Played really well together. And yeah. The next note I had was the Jaylen Brown and Tatum duo is absolutely insane. It's unfair for the rest of the league. They're both hella young, surrounded with hella good pieces. The team's going to be good for the next 3 or 4 years. People were saying, last year was a fluke season. It might have been that the playoff run was a fluke season. They played it against a team with injuries, of course, with the Bucks being without Middleton, and the Heat dealing with Kyle Lowry injury and Tyler Hero. But the team's gonna be really good. Last year they might have been early. This year's gonna be the year for the Celtics, I think. For my finals predictions, I have Celtics versus the Nuggets. That's how I think it's gonna go. Just crazy. I predicted that Celtics will win the most regular season games in the NBA, which I think is looking good, looking like a good prediction at the moment. But yeah, the Miami Heat are struggling with scoring. Tyler Hero had a 20-piece today. I don't think anybody else did. Bam might have, but yeah, in the last game, they haven't scored 110 points yet in the season. I know it's been 2 games, but still. You need to be better than that if you're trying to compete for a championship. Yeah. Only having 3 players score 20 in the first 2 games, not good. Tyler Hero is he's playing good. Jimmy Butler didn't have a good game today. Bam, he played well, but yeah, I don't see them as being a real contender. I think they're good for maybe top 6 seed. No, definitely top 6 seed in the East in the regular season, but they'll be a first or second round exit. 100%. But that's just what I predict. But yeah. The Knicks are playing well together as a team. Jalen Brunson playing well. Julius Randle's having a bit of a resurgence. He's shooting well. So that's for the Knicks game, of course, I had Sadiq Bey is playing well. I think he had 26 points or something. It was really good from him. Cade's having a bit of a slow start to the season, but I'm sure he'll pick it back up. And I reckon both of these teams have a play-in ceiling, so the game's not going to be that important. I didn't watch it too much. Didn't put too much thought into it, but yeah. The Memphis Grizzlies versus the Houston Rockets. This was insane. I was watching the stats in the game. I wasn't watching the game, but I was looking at the stats. Ja had 20 at one point, and then it just exploded to 40. I think he had 40 points in 21 minutes or some shit. It was sorry for swearing, but it was crazy. He had 49 in I think 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure I saw that stat somewhere. Don't kill me if I'm wrong, but it's crazy for the second game of the season. 2 games in, is in mid-season form already. He's going really well. He's just going to be that guy this season for the Grizzlies, and I don't even know. Maybe the whole league. I reckon he's going to be all NBA first team. Maybe it depends on how other players play, of course. But yeah, Jalen Green picks up his scoring where he left off last season, was the next note I had. He scored 33 today. played really well, and I think that's been shadowed by Ja's 49, of course. Well, why wouldn't it be? The man had almost 50. But, yeah, it was really good. Dame played well. I think he had 39. Maybe no, he had 41, I think. I don't know. Dame played really well. That's all I have for the Blazers game. Jeremy Grant was not good enough. He needs to be better if the Blazers want to compete for a championship. And if they don't, trade Dame, trade Jeremy Grant, go out, get draft capital, just reset the clock. You've got Shaedon Sharpe, just do it again. Rebuild. That's what I think the Blazers should do. But they won't. So they're going to be mid for the next 10 years. I don't know. That's all I have for that. Oh, Alperen Sengun, actually, going back to the Rockets game, sorry, is, he played really well, 23 and 12, I think. Yeah. So, the next game I watched was the Jazz-Wolves one. That confused the shit out of me. The Jazz are good. They've been 2 championship contenders in the first 2 games of the season. And they're meant to be tanking for Wembanyama. I don't know why they're winning. I don't know how they're winning, but it's happening. So, yeah, good for them, I guess. But yeah, the Wolves trio did look nice. They went to OT with the Spurs. The Jazz, sorry. I don't think that should have happened, but you take it, I guess. It's only the second game of the season. They'll build even more chemistry, which I think their chemistry looked good. Gobert had 23 rebounds. Ant had a 30-piece. Cat, I think, with 25, played really, really well. D'Lo let them down, I think, today. And actually, no, I don't remember him having a notable performance. But yeah, that's going to be about it today. Sorry if I missed your team, if I missed the game they played. Yeah. I don't really know. I didn't watch all the games. I had a lot on today. Sorry. But yeah. Yeah, I've actually enjoyed writing the notes, taking this video. Tell me hot takes you have for the season, or just about the NBA in the comments. Follow the Instagram, and just subscribe, leave a like. It means a lot. I enjoy doing this, so to see you guys enjoy it, tell me what I should work on, what I should change, what I should add in, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.